Hi, it's Market here, and today is another episode on frequency separation. Now, when it comes to frequency separation, we need a high frequency and a low frequency. And as you can see from this image, we have softened the skin, but still we still have the skin texture. All right, and this is exactly what I'm going to teach you. Okay, so you can see the details of this picture. But before you deal with anything, you must make sure that you've removed the blemishes. That is the pimples. Like you see here, yes, and this, right? And for this image, the blemishes are not too many like you see in other pictures. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is the original one, and then this is the after, and this is after everything. And in frequency separation, just as the meaning of frequency depicts, is the number of complete oscillation per second, right? Okay, so the more the frequency, okay, the more you see the texture well. And then the high frequency is for the color, and then the low frequency is for uh, the high frequency, sorry, the high frequency is for the texture, and the low frequency is for the color. Okay, so this is our before and this is after. So let's get straight started. So I'm deleting this. Okay, so this is the original. And before we start this, um, I'm going to create two duplicate of this background layer. So I've created it, and I'm going to name, as I said, one is for color and that is for low frequency, and this one is texture. You can name it whatever you like. Okay, but for this one, let's name it texture. All right, so let's click on this eyeball to hide this layer, this one. Okay, so let's select the low frequency layer, and then go to filter, blur, and let's go to Gaussian blur. Okay, all right, so here what I'm coming to do is to adjust this radius to when the background layer is about losing its texture, right? Okay, but before I said you must remove blemishes first. So anything that you have to do, you have to do it before coming to where we are now. Okay, so you can go and then remove the blemishes from the original background layer, and then come here. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to maintain it like this. Okay, so here we are going to separate the frequencies. Okay, I'm going to separate the high frequency from the low frequency from this layer. Okay, so I'm going to adjust it here, increase it, yes, so I can see some textures here. So let me use 5. Okay, okay, let's see 5. All right, so and this one I don't have anything like high frequency, it is gone, right? Okay, so let's click on okay, and then come back here and click on this eyeball, and then go to image and apply image. All right, okay, so now what's sorry, let's go back, let's select the texture layer, that is the high frequency layer, and then come back image and apply image. Okay, so here we are going to do a little things here. So here we are coming to combine the color with the texture. Okay, so I'm going to select the texture, the color image here, and then let's choose the blend mode of subtract. Okay, this is the blending mode, and then opacity we leave it to 100, and then this scale we're going to maintain it to 2. Okay, so the highest is 2. You can make it 1, and then this depends on the intensity of the subtraction. Okay, so this is, I'm going to leave it to 2. Okay, and the offset is 128. Okay, so why 128 is that we have to let the offset to set it to 50% gray, that is half gray. Okay, so it's not going to be anything like, okay, so let's leave it to 150%, 58 28, and then leave these boxes unchecked. Okay, so the channel will be RGB. Okay, yes, we're going to choose RGB and then hit an OK. All right, so let's come back here and change this blend mode to linear light. Okay, and then after here I'm going to group the high frequency and the low frequency together. Okay, so let's click and hold the control key and then select the color and press Ctrl G. So here I can name this group frequency separation. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so okay, let's open the group and then we select the color layer. Okay, and then let me zoom it a little bit in so that you can see whatever I'm doing. Right, so after here I'm going to choose the SO2 and then select, sorry, then select the whole of this shape. Okay, so we are softening the skin and then retain the skin texture. Okay, so that's it. All right, so make sure you have a feather. Mine is 28, 23. It depends on how you're doing your selection. Okay, so let me come to filter, blur, and I come to Gaussian blur. Okay, so here I'm going to adjust the radius to, let's see, about 29. Okay, so come here and I'm doing the same thing here. All right, we are softening the skin and we are not losing the skin texture as well. All right, so here you can click on Control Alt F. All right, and you have applied the Gaussian effect. Okay, so you can come here and then select, okay, this, there are no pixels here, and then when you are done, when you are done here, I'm going to click on the mixer brush tool. Okay, so I've selected it, and then I'm going to make sure I deactivate this. Okay, so here you can leave it. So I'm going to mix the high frequency and then the low frequency so that they match. Okay, so I'm going to click here and then choose the mixer brush tool, and then I'm going to deactivate here, and then I'll make sure the width is about, depending on the type of picture you're using, is from 1 to I think 7. All right, mine is okay. So you leave the float here and then mix, leave it, because we have already deactivated here, and then flow, you can leave it whatever you like. Okay, so let's come here and then take a look of the picture. Okay, so you can see that from here the texture of the skin is from the right to left. Okay, it's moving this way, so we're going to brush for it. Okay, so you can deactivate this eyeball so that you can see what you are doing. Okay, so you're gonna brush here. All right, take your time and do it well. Okay, so whenever you feel that you want to see the effect, you're gonna move here. Okay, so you can do it, but remember doing it in the direction of the texture. Okay, so line it. Okay, you can increase the hardness. Okay, alt right click and drag. Okay, so and then can do the same here. Right. Okay, one more thing. Let's come back here and then select this part of the neck. Okay, and then let's go to filter and gauge and blend. Okay, so then let me deselect it and then just look at this. Okay, so this is the original one, and then this is after frequency separation. Okay, this is after and before. Okay, one more after and before. So as you can see, we have softening the skin, but if we are not losing the skin texture. Okay, so this is frequency separation, and that is it. Okay, so thanks Formula One. Thanks for this picture, and then thanks for everything. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and comment and narrate. If you need anything, I'm going to explain it further to you, and then don't forget to go with market. Okay, so this is market, and see you in the next video. All right, so this is after and before. Okay, so before and after. All right, see you.